Good morning. It is 8:13 a.m. on Wednesday, January 5th, 2022. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. This morning has actually already been a little bit, um, let's say, exciting, just because I woke up extra early with the rocket throwing up. Sad face. Um, it's a so anyone who has a dog or has owned dogs for any period of time knows that sometimes they throw up. It's not necessarily a big deal. I mean, obviously, I will pay attention to see if it seems like an ongoing problem, but it does not really seem to be. But nonetheless, it was like, oh boy, get to wake up extra early and deal with that. Poor little boy. Right now, he's, I think, the routine disruption and perhaps some lingering tummy troubles. Um, he's a little bit agitated about noises in the hallway right now, so it will be fine. But yeah, everything's a little bit heightened right now. So one of the things that I encountered on Twitter yesterday, let me just making sure I have it ready to pull up, was a meme going around related to a website called personality-database.com. And the meme was choose 4 characters who have the same MBTI, Myers-Briggs, test identifier. I don't remember what I stands for there. To introduce yourself to someone who doesn't know you. And so basically, what this website is a whole bunch of both real people and fictional characters that have profiles written up of them to identify them, their personality according to Myers-Briggs, and then a whole bunch of other different personality types like horoscopes and other lots of them that I was actually not even familiar with. So I think, so I went ahead and I did it. And so just for the record, my Myers-Briggs score is something that I took that test years ago, and frequently whenever Myers-Briggs comes up, I go, wait, what was my score again? I don't remember. I do still have the paperwork, so I looked it up, and just for anyone interested, my score was INFP. But so some of the characters on this database that showed as having also INFP were Chihiro from Spirited Away, Lapis Lazuli from Steven Universe, Luke Skywalker from Star Wars, Luna Lovegood from Harry Potter. Now, I think it's mildly interesting to look at this sort of stuff. What I'll say about Myers-Briggs and the other personality tests like that in general is it's good to be thoughtful and mindful and understanding of both your own personality and recognizing that others might have different ways of looking at the world and all of that sort of thing, different ways of processing information or communicating. I think it's good to have an understanding of that. It's good to be thoughtful about these things. It's good to have self-knowledge, but that those tests can have a tendency to try to just put people in boxes and then seal the boxes off with tape and then put them in a block of lucite and indicate no, you are this, therefore blank, blank, blank. And I just don't think that's how people work. I think it's interesting, but that's about it. And so looking at that website was fascinating because apparently the way that it assigns these various fictional characters who have, of course, not taken the test is by having the many, many participants on the website vote for what they think that character is. And then what's displayed is the one that gets the most votes. Now, at least in the ones that I looked at, it seemed like there was pretty usually either like one really dominant one that had gotten something like 80% of the votes, and then maybe the rest, and then another one with like maybe 10%, and then the rest sort of scattered out. And so, but then there's comments below all of them where people get into arguments about whether this character is really more like this or that. And frankly, a lot of them are arguing about some of the character profiles of things that I'm like, the different ones I'm not familiar with. I don't mean the characters, I mean like the ways of categorizing. And like, I don't want to, like, this is not to like judge people who are interested in this stuff and participating in the site. But they take it, some of those discussions looks like they take it really seriously, like to the point where, you know, like people are getting angry that someone else would say that their favorite character is an ENFJ instead of an ENFP. How dare they? And it's one of those feelings like, okay, this thing that's supposed to be mildly and interesting and fun, you're seeming like it's, you know, it's good to have self-knowledge. It's probably not great to get angry that someone else gave your favorite character a different letter combination than you. Anyway, it's still an interesting site, even though I think that it's very possible for people to take that stuff too seriously. In any case, I'm going to leave it there, and I will talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes. We had a great session of so many levels last night, so check that out too. And again, talk to you tomorrow for 5 more minutes, all that stuff.